I was probably 5 years old, and watching Smoking the Bandit, said I want to be a truck driver. You know, so I was snowman and everybody else.
My dad. I mean, I was a little kid, rode around with him since I could ever remember, and it just kind of went from there, really.
I've always kind of wanted to own a small business, and this opportunity presented itself with the coworker that works here, and I wanted to give it a shot, and I felt like it was a good opportunity. And even though it felt risky at the time, you know, I'm very glad I did it, especially with UPT.
At the time, I had 4 kiddos at the house, and you know, I was really feeling the stress of being over the road and away from the kids. You know, the absentee father is what I felt like, and I said, you know, I'm gonna have to do something. So it just, the pieces fell in.
And right now, I don't know what I do if I don't drive a truck, to be honest. I mean, I love what I do. I love the sound of the truck, and that's what I love driving. Driving a semi-truck.
When you look at the elite of the drivers in any company, I think it was almost like building a house. You start with a foundation of how you construct something. And those that do really, really well end up being that foundation, because they tend to be the drivers that all the other drivers go to and ask questions and say, how do you do these things? What is your technique here? And why are you successful? And again, that just builds another layer of the next generation of drivers and how they're trained, and then on and on.
Well, you gotta have a lot of patience, because people are gonna cut you off. You gotta take your time getting into certain places, and you know, sometimes that means you gotta get out and kind of direct traffic to be able to get your equipment in safely and out safely. And sometimes you gotta sit there for a little while, and you get to wait in lines at loading racks. And patience is really the biggest key, I think.
You have to have the desire to be a truck driver. You have to know what is involved in it, long hours, away from the family sometimes. Responsibility to be a truck driver. It's just not just driving, no, it's just responsible taking the truck, point A, point B, come back, make it safe and everything.
If you want to talk about the tank trucking industry, it takes a safe person all the time. It takes a person that's dedicated to the company that they're working for and to the customer. And they have to remember, it's not about them, it's about the customer. Without our customers, we don't have anything.
I would tell you that don't worry about the speed, because there's a lot of drivers think that you know, if they go faster, they're going to make more loads, in turn it's going to make more money. That just opens you up for, you know, mistakes, and you know, don't take anything for granted. Nothing. You know, it's like, I would say it's like you're watching a 2-year-old. You cannot take your eyes off of them. And same way with, you know, whether you're loading, driving, unloading, you know, constant. You have to really stay focused. Otherwise, you're going to make a phone call you don't want to make.
I believe I put a lot of effort to do my best at what I do. I put my effort to have a good day every day and expect more the next day, and I always try to be safe. I always try to drive safely and the most I can and do my best.
Well, you need to know what not to do as far as driving. Watch what you're doing when you're loading, unloading. Don't get in a hurry. Don't let anybody make you get in a hurry.
I always try and do the right thing, because it's my job. I mean, if you do your job and do it like you're supposed to, you shouldn't have any issues. I mean, that's really the bottom line. Just get it done, you know, seamless delivery every time.
We are excited to be here in New Orleans this weekend to celebrate our UPT Professional Driver of the Year Awards weekend, along with our 12 finalists and their guests, and also to celebrate our 3 other award winners and their guests. We have been fortunate for the last 58 years to have been associated with some of the finest professional drivers in the industry, and we feel that it's our obligation to acknowledge the great work that these men and women do every day to literally fuel this nation. We know our professional drivers are the people that actually drive this company. And so every day I get to walk into this office and celebrate the gentlemen that have won this prestigious award and take home this beautiful cup.
I have a hard time saying that I earned anything. I mean, it never ever crossed my mind that, hey, there's this potential that you could, make driver of the year or even be nominated in that top 12. Like, it never crossed my mind. I just, want to work as unto the Lord. I want to work hard and just try to treat people the way I want to be treated. And it's overflowed. I'm thankful to have been given a good, solid work ethic, and it's overflowed to being rewarded.
I don't know why I made it back in the top 12, but I'm very, very happy and very privileged to be here. So, I mean, they've got a lot of good drivers, and some of the other ones deserve it too.
There's a lot of people out there that do a real good job for this company. I've already been in this position, never thought I'd make it back. I was fortunate enough to be chosen as the driver of the year several years back. I hope it's from all my good work, hard work, dedication, time away from my family, and just wanting to do a good job, because this job has provided for my family better than I ever thought it could.
I really don't know exactly how I made it in the top 12. I come to work and I do my job, and I hustle as much as I can and just make sure and try to do everything right. And when dispatch needs extra tasks, yeah, no problem, and work it out.
Our people can depend on us. I know for myself, and once again, I don't like to brag, but I'm there for them. If they tell me they need something done, I'm gone. I take care of it.
Well, aside from the excellent speed gauge, perfect CSA score, DOT inspections, and just all-around safety report, it would have to be the way that I go above and beyond, for UPT and my coworkers as well. When you want something done and done the right way, I'm the one you call.
Who could really say that's with UPT right now that won, that could say that they won back to back, and that'll just go to show even more that I try and do my job right, and winning back to back would be a great reflection of that, and maybe inspire more drivers to say, hey, if he could do it back to back, why can't I do it next year?
It starts with enjoying what you do. So that bleeds into your overall attitude, your attitude itself, and how you just come in every day. You come in and smile, and you're excited about going to work. So I think it really starts with that, the love of the job.
I like the ambient working with UPT. The drivers, the people. Here in the yard in San Antonio, I know everybody. It's not a big yard, it's not like all the yards, like Houston, Dallas, and I know everybody. I know the dispatchers also, Mr. Rivas, the mechanics. I talk to everybody. I like the people, and I like the job.
But it's a good company. After, wherever you go, it's hard to find a perfect company. But 1 to 10, I give UPT like 9. I'm happy, and I make my check and I pay my bills, and that's all I want. I mean, I not work to get rich. I just work to pay my bills and to supply my necessities for my family.
Yeah, the team at UPT that they have, it lets me focus on my job, loading the correct products, putting the products in the correct tanks. That's all I pretty much have to worry about, and the safety on the road. I don't have to worry about my paycheck, billing and all that takes care of that. Dispatch does a great job in communicating and keeping us busy, so I don't have to worry about, how am I gonna pay my bills this week? Because somehow they find us the loads to make the money. We don't get paid by the hour, and we don't get paid to sweep floors. We get paid to haul loads.
I like the thought that what UPT was founded on, the family. And when I first came to work here, it was, the driver was, and still is, and I can't think of the right word, but the driver has the, they're not guilty right away. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the family atmosphere. I mean, in all families you're gonna have back and forth, but, everything gets resolved, so.
I'm so proud to be a part of this industry that is a part of hardworking men and women that are out there every day making things happen, providing the necessary goods and services to this country so that we can be successful and we can lead the whole world and making sure that it's a great place to live.
A big congratulations to all 12 of our finalists and other winners. Each and every one of you are very well deserving, and we're excited to celebrate with you. Be proud of yourself, because we're very proud of you. And you play an integral part in the overall success of our business, and we look forward to celebrating with you. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank UPT to start off for doing stuff like this, appreciating the employees. A lot of companies don't do that, so thank you, UPT. Thank all my coworkers for always helping me out, especially when I first started, and then still continuing to help me out and help each other.
UPT, hands down, their appreciation for the drivers and the hard work. I mean, look why we're here today, driver of the year. I don't know any other companies that are doing out here, so it really gives you something to strive for.
Thank all the UPT family, the UPT, the big boss, Greg, Chuck, dispatching. Without them, we don't get no loads, ride and everything on time. All the friends, all the drivers, everybody that their recognition of me and everything. That they hire me too, if I wouldn't be here, never hired me.
But then, thankful that I have a good wife, because you can't be gone 12, 14 hours every day consistently without a good spouse, because they want you home, which is understandable. So if you don't have somebody that's understandable at home, it's not gonna work.
The man upstairs for sure, but no, I couldn't have done any of this without my wife and my parents, and the Prices, Rusty Shaw, they've all taken care of me through the years, one way or another. They're all like family to me, so, but if it wouldn't have been for my wife, there would be no way.
Yeah, congratulations in each and every one of you. I know how hard the job is. It is difficult out there because you have so many variables that are outside your control. And for you to manage what you do day in and day out, and also have the vision and strategy to make good decisions on everybody else out there, and the variables as I speak to, is really difficult. Don't just stop here. Look for that next level of achievement for your career. Set your eyes to it. Make sure you understand what that is, and man, go after it. Don't just accept that, hey, now I'm driver of the year, or you ultimately win it all. You'll always look for that next step of what else you could achieve in both your career and maybe even on your personal life. But congratulations to every single one of you. Trust me, I understand what your job is and how difficult it is. And again, my job, I wouldn't have it without you. So thank you very, very much.